Let me ask you a question as a leader in property management, a regional manager, a portfolio manager, a property manager. What are some of the common issues that you face in terms of leading your people on a daily basis? I want you to comment below. Today I'm going to share with you a very powerful technique that helps some of the best leaders in property management really get the most out of their people. But before I do that, I want to encourage you, if you are looking for tips on how to be a better leasing agent, a better property manager, a better portfolio manager, anything as it relates to the multifamily community, I want to encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Subscribe right now. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. We face all kinds of issues, everything from motivating our people, training our people. Maybe it's getting them to do the tasks that you need them to do in the amount of time that you need them to do it. Sound familiar with the maintenance department? Hey guys, I need this unit ready and I need it ready by Tuesday. Maybe it's getting the right attitude in your people. Maybe it's getting them motivated. Maybe it's encouraging them to do their best in their career. Maybe it's making it so that they're so happy in their work environment, they never want to leave you. Hey, it could be I'm having trouble getting my vision out to my people. I've got this vision for this portfolio, or I've got this vision for this region, or I've got this vision for this property, and I'm just having trouble getting my people to see my vision to help me execute on that vision. Well, today I'm going to share with you a very powerful tool that you can put into place. I call it the Talent Quadrant. And here's what it is. So we've got this axis here. On the vertical axis, I'm going to call that performance. And on the horizontal axis, I'm going to call that culture. And here's how the Talent Quadrant works. I want you to look at your people right now, and I want you to take each one individually and put them in the Talent Quadrant, because depending on where they're at can mean different things for each of your associates and different tips that you need to follow in order to lead them and in order to get the best out of them every day. So let's go through the Talent Quadrant right now. All right, so let's look at the first type of employee that you're going to have. And this is the best type of employee. They're going to be high on the performance quadrant, and they're going to be high on the culture side of things. These are going to be your A players, and your A players are the rock stars. They know what they're doing. They are high performers. They get stuff done. And culture-wise, they're motivated. They're happy. They're energetic. They've got goals. They accomplish their goals. Here's what you need to do with your A players. First and foremost, you've got to get out of their way. They don't need to be micromanaged. They are rock stars. They get stuff done. They don't need you micromanaging them. But here's what they need you to do. They need you to encourage them. They need you to notice them. Oftentimes those A players don't get noticed because they've already got a great attitude. And as we like to say, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Well, we need to also make sure that those A players get the grease. Now here's something else to think about. A players, a lot of times the first thing that we do when they're an A player in that role is we say, oh my gosh, I've got to promote them, and we bring them over to leadership. That may not be the best place for them. I like to think a lot of times is maybe a stepping stone between that A player into leadership is that A player into mentorship. And here's what I mean by that. If you can give them some formalized training, kind of like the training that we do at Leasing University, that shows them, hey, here's exactly why you're a high performer, and let's identify some of the things in the culture and some of the things with your goal setting and your process that makes you that A player, so that now you can mentor and you can bring other people along. You will find that when you take an A player and give them some really fantastic training, that all of a sudden they go, oh wow, that's why I'm successful. A lot of times they don't know exactly the steps that they're taking to be successful. And when they know it and they're a top achiever, it's easier for them to coach others and to teach others. So A players, let's get out of their way. Let's recognize them, and let's maybe start looking for some opportunities to make those A players a mentor. All right, the next type of person that I want to cover on the scale is going to be your B players. All right, they're high in culture, but they're low in performance. So they're not able to accomplish their goals. They're not getting stuff done. but their heart's in the right place. Their attitude is there. They buy into your vision, but they're just not executing. Man, there are a ton of B players in the multifamily industry. Here's what B players need. They need training. They've got the right attitude. They've got the right culture. They have the right ability to buy into your vision and to see your vision. They just need to know how to do it. So we need to get them some very, very specific training on how to execute, on how to walk people through that perfect leasing process so that they can start performing as well. Hey, give me a batch of B players any day and I'm going to be happy, because it's very easy to run them through a system like we have at Leasing University that gets them to handling those clients and converting them into leases and converting current residents into renewals. So B players, all you need to do is get them trained. But the first thing you need to do is identify that they're a B player and make sure that their heart's in the right place, that their mind's in the right place, and that they see your vision. All right, now let's talk about this area right here in the quadrant. These are going to be your C players. Tell me if this sounds familiar. C player, high performer. They're always getting stuff done. Terrible on culture. Man, they've always got an excuse for you. They've always got an attitude. They're always in a bad mood. They always seem to be kind of bringing other people on the community down. But boy, they get things done. A lot of times, this is going to be your property manager that's worked in the industry for 20 years. And for whatever reason, the industry has just bombarded her and she's just become hardened and just kind of negative. And she's going to project that negative energy. But darn it, she knows everything there is about the leasing process, about what your units cost, about the other properties in the industry, and she seems to know a lot of people, but she gets stuff done. Maybe this C player is your maintenance person. You guys know him? Let's just call him Tom. Hey, everybody knows Tom. Hey, it's Monday. It's Monday and the Cowboys lost. Stay away from Tom. Tom, where's Tom? Hey, Tommy! It's 11:30 and Tom's not here yet. But darn it, hey, if a boiler erupts or an AC unit goes out, or there's one of those, man, we got those darn LED lights that I don't even know what type of light that is, and I always order the wrong ones, but Tom gets it done. That's Tom. He's the C player. He never smiles at residents. He's late to work. He's got a bad attitude. He doesn't want to train the other apprentice people in maintenance. He's like, just let me do it. You guys, just get out of my way. I'll handle it. That's Tom. He's a C player. Well, what does a C player need? A C player needs to press the reset button on culture. They need to understand your vision, and they need to know that there's more about doing their job than just actually the fundamentals of doing their jobs. We have got to get their hearts and minds in the right place. And we're going to have a very difficult conversation with those C players. Maybe we send them to a boot camp. Maybe we get them some training. But first and foremost, we've got to let them know, Tom, Sally, whoever it is, I'm going to need you to change your attitude. I'm going to need you to get on board. We're doing some new stuff at the property. Property's heading in a new direction, okay? And I either need you to head down that journey with us and get on the bus with us, or it's not going to work out. And I know that it's easier said than done, because you're telling, I can hear you through the camera right now, you're saying, Matt, I don't want to let these people go. They get stuff done. Well, I'm here to tell you, it may be time to let a lot of them go. So I want you to have that difficult conversation with you, because they are holding you down. They're holding you back, and they're stopping you from accomplishing what you want to accomplish as a leader. And know this, there are systems out there, whether it's the Leasing University system or somebody else's system, that you can bring new people in, people that have that right attitude. They're showing up every day with a smile on their face. They want to listen, they want to learn, they want to be a team player. We can get them trained so that they are performing high. So don't worry about that. Do not worry about the fact that if we let Tom go, we're not going to find somebody else. Because I can tell you this, there are great people out there. They contact me every day looking for a job. that just need some fundamental training, and we can make them a B player, or better yet, an A player after a little bit of training. But that C player, they got to change that attitude or they're gone. Period, point blank. They're going to be somebody else's problem. All right, so now that brings me down to the lower piece of the quadrant. So this is somebody that's not getting their stuff done. They've got the wrong attitude. Let's skip D altogether. We're going to call them F players, and you will be amazed. Be honest with yourself. How many of us have F players that are sitting around on our team right now? All right, so F players. They've got the attitude of a C player, but we're not able to have that conversation with them yet that says, hey, you need to make it over to A. I'm going to coach you. I'm going to help you to become an A player. Or you need to find someplace else. An F player has that bad attitude, but they're already not performing. Here's what you got to do. You have to take an honest assessment of your people and say, how many F players do I have? Because these F players are going to cost you your A players. They're going to cost you your B players, and they're probably holding your C players back from becoming A players. Here's what I would do. I would have very strong conversations with my F players. I would put them on a very specific plan. I would get them some training in place, because one of the first things that they're going to do is they're going to say to you, hey, this is the first time that I've heard about any of this, and this is the first time that we're going over any of this. I would get them on a training system. I would do online training with them. I would not pay to send them to a boot camp. I would put very minimal effort into put them on a very affordable monthly training program like the Leasing University system, and give them 60 days tops, and then they're out the door. You cannot afford to have these F players on your team. They are bad apples. They are poisoning everything from their fellow associates to your current residents. But this is what I want you to do. I want you to sit down, and I want you to go through this talent tool yourself. I want you to figure out where your people are, who needs training, who needs coaching, who needs a strong talking to, and who needs to just get off the bus and go work at the competitor's property, because it's going to be doing us a favor. Hey, I hope that helps. If you're looking for more tips on how to get more leases, on how to motivate your people, and how to train your people, please, again, consider subscribing to the channel. And as always, I'm here whatever you need. Let me give you my mobile number. You can call me, you can text me, you can reach me at 303-803-7372. I'm Matt Easton, your friend in leasing and life. Until next time, be great, everybody.